Hey, I'm BryCox with BryCoxWORKSHOPS.com. Today I want to talk about price and value. And these are really important, particularly I get a lot of questions in terms of how to compete with other photographers on lower prices. Especially when I do workshops, people are like, yeah, but you don't understand my town, you don't understand my place. And so in one of my books, I have a little formula, and it is value equals utility divided by price. And the idea is you can give people more value by just having a low price, right? That's kind of how new photographers start. They're like, well, I don't have a lot of utility, meaning I don't have a lot of maybe talent or experience or whatever, but guess what? I can be super low price, and that builds my value. And so then what that does, that discourages maybe people that come to my workshop, or maybe who have a lot more skill, have taken a lot more courses, who have really worked really hard, and they go, crap, how do I compete with so-and-so who's only charging $30 and they're obviously spending at least 8 hours on this job? How can you spend $30 for 8 hours? Like, they're not making anything, and if I can't undercut them, and this is constantly this who can race to the bottom, right? The point is who can be zero the fastest. And so let me give you a little analogy, and it's a hotel analogy. In any town I go to, if I go speak here, I go there, wherever I go, have an out-of-town gig, there's always going to be a variety of hotels. There's going to be hotels in the $30 range, $50 range, $80 range, $100 range, $150 and $200, kind of in that whole span, right? So on that kind of that $30 to $70 range, there's going to be like some no-name inns and some motels, kind of like psycho killer motels, where you're going to be like looking around, and there's going to be like the Super 8s and the like the Motel 6. And the thing about Motel 6 is you can bring your dog. You can bring your dog to Motel 6, right? And they give you what? Free parking, free Wi-Fi, free everything, free breakfast. And the question is, but is any of that very good? Do you actually want to eat the breakfast at Motel 6? Now, maybe you know a Motel 6 that you like. I'm not talking about that. There maybe is one that's like amazing. But for the most part, it's going to be awful food, right? Dirty rooms. The decor is awful. Maybe you want to park there, but do you actually want to leave your car there overnight? Right? Now, this is just the idea. Is like, sure, everything's free, but is it what you actually want? And then on the higher end, maybe you got like a Marriott or a Sheraton. And what do you get when you get there? You're going to be a lot closer to where you need to be for your job, almost guaranteed. They're always in the the right part of town, usually at near the convention or in the center of where you need to be. The hotels are clean. The lobby is nice. A lot of hotels will have things like free cookies in the lobby, baking, so it smells nice when you get in there. And then like things like Sheratons are known for having, like, they really worked hard to have like super comfortable pillows and super comfortable beds. And so you're just like, man, do I really want to lay on an awful cheap bed, or do I lay on a really comfortable, beautiful bed? And they're going to have a great spa, right? But guess what? Because where they are in town, usually property is more expensive, so parking costs. Sometimes they charge a little bit for Wi-Fi. Breakfast is going to be by sometimes a chef, right? What's that hotel chain that has like the awesome chef that cooks the eggs every day? Is it Embassy? Or no, I can't remember who it is. Anyway, but you know what I'm talking about. Like, they all kind of have their things. And so no, it's not going to be an awful breakfast. It's going to be an awesome breakfast, but they charge for it. So the idea is you don't have to lower your price to build value. Instead, you can have a higher price, but also have a lot more utility and try to offer people more. And some of the things you can offer isn't necessarily just free parking, free. In other words, for photographers, free files, free travel anywhere you want to go, right? Free everything. Just everything's just free. Everything's free. All you got to pay me is just a little bit. It's like, no, I'm really good at what I do, and we can control the cost based upon what you want. But keep in mind, everything does cost, but it's going to be way better, and it's going to be so amazing. And you can create packages, and you can kind of combine some things. But in the end, keep in mind that your expertise is worth money. Your kindness is worth money. You ever been to like a place and they treat you poorly? You don't go to like McDonald's and expect to be treated nicely. You don't go there and expect them to go, hello, sir. No, they're going to be like, why are you bothering me? And I have to come up to the register and give you crappy food, right? Everything is cheap, but it's all kind of awful. Where you go to a nice restaurant, everything's nice. And guess what? In every town, you've got cheap, medium, and expensive. For hotels, for restaurants, I don't see what's the big deal is for photographers. Cheap, medium, expensive. You can be wherever you want to be on there, but keep in mind, what I train photographers to do is to be higher skilled, more personable, and basically be more expensive because photography is so custom. So if you like the kind of things that I teach, if you want to learn more, go to my website. I have full courses at my website, BryCox, BryCox, workshops.com. All right, and until next time, America,